dumb or just stupid? Do you ever want to hear music again? Are you daft? Are you a masochist?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey. Can you hear me? Oh, I thought we lost you there for a second. I think you forgot to wear these. Well, hello, my friends. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? So, I have been to my fair share of concerts and shows over the years, and one thing that has always perplexed me is, why do people not wear their fucking earplugs? One of the easiest, most cost-effective, non-intrusive ways to protect one of your 5 senses there is. I just simply do not understand the seemingly masochistic attitude that people have to wearing earplugs. Your hearing is a gift, and some people cannot hear, so protect what you have. Some people have diseases or disabilities and they can't hear, and you, with your working fucking ears, are going to squander it? Oh my god, man! Take it from me, when I was a teenager, I would play drums without earplugs, earmuffs, and guess what? My right ear, which is where the China symbol was on my drum kit, is noticeably more deaf. It's less acute and sensitive to sound than my left ear. Luckily, I don't have any tinnitus, but man, please listen to me! By the way, send this video to a friend who does not wear earplugs, and let's try to change them. So, let's put it this way, bro. It's not unmanly to wear earplugs. It's not unmanly to care about preserving your senses. Unless your idea of manly is being unable to hear your family talking at dinner at the other side of the table, or having no sound localization abilities, not hearing specific frequencies, or having tinnitus. In fact, I would argue that as a man, it is your duty to care, provide, and keep your friends and family secure. And losing your hearing, and thus your ability to detect threats audibly when you lose your hearing, is drastically diminished. Therefore, not wearing earplugs to a concert is not only foolish, but incredibly unmanly, as you're impeding your ability to respond to threats. And females, you're not guilt-free in this at all. I see tons of women at shows not wearing earplugs either. So let's imagine being unable to listen to music at a reasonable volume. Imagine having trouble speaking to people and hearing people when there's background noise. Imagine everybody sounds like they're mumbling. Imagine your elderly parents or relatives who have had hearing damage and the way that they live. Do you want to end up like that, bro? Like, I just don't understand the mindset here. Do you think it makes you look like a pussy? That having earplugs in will make you unattractive to the opposite sex? A 25-cent pair of earplugs is too expensive for your brokey ass? You're able to hear people talking to you, bro. Like, do you know how annoying and terrible that is? And if you're worried about not being able to talk to people at the show, you do know that you can take them in and out quickly, right? Like, man, just go on Amazon and just buy a bunch. They're extremely cheap, and the cost to benefit ratio of earplugs is actually insane. But if you forgot earplugs, I understand, you know, I forget them too often. So I will show you how to make some makeshift ones in just a little bit. But first, let's go through some facts really quick. Anything below 70 decibels poses no known risk for hearing damage. And 70 decibels is about the level of noise driving in a car at highway speeds with the windows up and radio off. Now, when you start creeping above 80 decibels, you will, and let me repeat myself, will suffer permanent hearing damage, especially if you are exposed to these sounds for a long enough time. Now, a concert is much, much louder than 80 decibels. Usually, concerts end up being about 110 decibels, which is very, very loud and causes hearing damage right away. And some people will say, well, you know, it's a local show, who cares, it's not as loud. Well, bro, you know, I've personally been to local shows which were much louder than even seeing Metallica or Iron Maiden live, and that was mostly due to a terrible live mix. You know, if the sound guy sucks, he might crank everything up to be able to hear everything, and then it just becomes a huge mess, and not only are you damaging your hearing through a shit mix, it just sounds terrible. Now, at these volumes, permanent damage occurs in 15 minutes. Let me repeat myself. Permanent damage comes in less than 15 minutes! 15 minutes is less than half the duration of the opening set of the opening band to your friend's album release show. It's just not worth it, bro. A concert environment is not only loud while the bands are playing, but in between sets too. You know, the venue's playing music, people are talking and shouting over the music to each other. It's just a very, very, very loud environment for the whole evening. So it truly just boggles my mind when people not only do not bring their own hearing protection, but will often refuse to wear any even if offered. The band I play with, Soul Runner, brings a whole Home Depot sized pack of earplugs just because it can't stand to see any of my friends or family suffer hearing damage from seeing me perform live. And bro, no local band is worth damaging your hearing, bro. Like, damn. So yeah, if there are no earplugs available, you can make your own makeshift earplug, and I will show you how to do that right now.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the bathroom, go get yourself a piece of paper towel or toilet paper, or go to the bar and get a napkin, doesn't really matter. And you're gonna take that, I just have a sheet of paper towel here, and rip off a piece about the size of your palm. Now with this piece, you're gonna make a little sausage out of it. Now with that sausage, now we're gonna fold it in half and then fold it in half one more time. And this is your little earplug looking thing. Now to get it to fit properly in your ear and sort of then expand the way a normal foam earplug does, just run a little bit of water over it, just like a little bit, just like that much, just like that much. And then you are just going to stick these in your ears. It's gonna feel a little weird, a little bit like a wet willy, but you can kind of cram it in just like that. And there you go. You make 2 of those and you have basic functional earplugs that'll save you if you're ever in a pinch. But the easy way is just don't forget your earplugs and just buy a whole bunch and you're good to go.
And you know, these makeshift earplugs, they're not nearly as effective as real ones, but at least it gives you some sort of hearing protection. Feels weird and it's kind of slimy, but you know, oh well, you have to do what you have to do. They definitely work enough to block out a lot of the really high shrill frequencies, but it's always better to just actually have actual earplugs. Now, just for fun, let's go through some of the excuses in which people give why they don't want to wear earplugs.
I could hear the band better without them, bro.
No, you can't. No, you can't. In fact, most of the time that I've done A and B comparisons, you know, taking my earplugs out and listening to the band, putting them back in, the earplugs actually block out a lot of the very high, shrill frequencies, and getting rid of those often makes the music sound better. And just at a lower, less painful volume, you can just enjoy it much better.
I already have damaged ears for doing X, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
This is literally the most pathetic and defeatist mindset that I've ever heard. It's basically saying, well, I already lost my right arm. Doesn't matter if I lose my left arm as well. This is just so dumb, bro. Like, protect what you have. Even if it has been damaged a little bit like mine, protect what you have. Don't let it get any worse. Crazy attitude to have.
Work is already really loud, so I'm used to it.
You know, I've heard this one a few times. So not only are you having your hearing damaged at work all day, which is what happens when you're around moderately loud noise for a long period of time, you know, unavoidable to some extent. But now you are going to bombard your hearing later on in the day for a local band. Just, bro, come on, man. Or even for Metallica, just wear the earplugs, bro.
One night won't make a difference in the long run.
You know, that may be true, but how many concerts are you going to go to in your life? The damage adds up over time, imperceptibly. So please, bro, I beg of you, wear your fucking earplugs! God damn it!